Good evening, how are you? Hope you're all doing well. It's a warm one in Britain at the moment, so you have to bear with me. I'm perspiring profusely. Just had dinner. Had a lovely day out today, so that was nice. It is Saturday the 20th of June. So the birthday celebrations have all died down, so we're all good. I'm going to do a video today purely on mental health. I've got a stream coming out possibly tomorrow. My setup's all done, so I'll go with that. So this one's purely mental health and a look at, I don't know really, it's just general lifestyle really, things I've learned maybe in the last week. I watched a video on YouTube with Ron Perlman, the guy who plays Hellboy. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but he turned around and he said he's got to a certain age where he doesn't really give a damn about what people think about him and stuff like that. And I think that's a pretty good indicator of what people should do. My eyes look really, I'm actually quite tired and sweaty today, so you'll have to excuse that. But yeah, and that's pretty good advice. My advice that I was thinking about is, if you don't think you're good enough, there's a good chance you probably are. If you think that you are good enough, or you think you're overly qualified, then there's a good chance that you're not. It seems to be a base thing where people who are critical about themselves a lot actually have more of a grip on what's going on than people who do not. I'm taking that from personal experience and experience of places I've worked and all the rest of it. You'll have people who are so-called experts that will turn around and tell you that the sky is green and the ground is blue. They are full of shit. And you know what you're doing. You know, you've got a grip on things and you know what the hell's going on. So, and my phone just beeped for some bizarre reason, but I'll pick it up in a minute. I've found the people who know the most and are really clued in are the people that are the most humble with it, or the most able to move with the whole situation. So you can turn around and have a situation happen at work or in life, and you can say, right, here's the potential situations of what we can do. But yeah, let me just pause this for a second. How do I do that? There's people outside. I've got an idea. Why don't you fuck off? That'd be great. Thanks. Bye. Fucking idiots. I'm going to take my dog here so maybe I'll take a nice little shit before I take it home. Fuck you. Anyway, you've got people who understand what things are like. They've taken experiences, life experiences, work experiences, and they've used them and moulded themselves into a situation where they can adapt and, you know, work with the whole way of doing things. They're the sort of people that I trust to do their jobs properly. I trust very few people to actually do their jobs properly because I think most people are quite fucking lazy. I'm surrounded by a handful of people who actually know what they're doing, and it's fantastic to watch. And they know who they are. The thing is, they probably don't admit to it or can't admit to it because they think that they're not quite at that level, but they are. You know, it's always striving to do better with what you've got. I always find that the people who are quite cavalier about things are normally the people who are basically haven't got a fucking clue. So that it works both ways. Sorry, so sweaty. So sweaty. So sweaty. We're not used to it. Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. Yeah, well, it's June. It's summertime in the UK, so deal with it. It's fine. Oh my God, I look like I've been in a knife fight. Unbelievable. Fuck it, whatever. I'm not here for looks, otherwise I get me baps out. Do you know what I mean? As they do. Vloggers, Vloggers, or whatever they're called. VTubers. You know, X amount of percent of those sort of like, get the cleavage out, you'll be fine. I'm not looking at what I'm not listening to what they're talking about. I'm just looking at their baps. Well done, you. You've learned a valuable lesson about how to be shallow and innocuous. So yeah, my thing is that people who listen do the job better than people who don't listen and have never experienced the job themselves. I am in a current situation where the people who are the top level basically haven't got a fucking clue, if I'm honest. But there you go. I mean, that's kind of business in general. I think that's how a lot of it works. You know, you have to be, you have to do a job from the ground up to actually get anywhere with it, I think. But you also have you also have to have an empathy with what you're doing. Some people work too hard. You've got probably two camps. Some people who work too hard and some people who don't work hard enough. That's kind of the point where it all goes a little bit shit-shaped, because it should be a balanced thing where everybody works the same. But it works with life as well. I mean, you've got some people will question their life choices. Some people will question what they've done in the past and all the rest of it. Do you know what? It doesn't really matter what you've done in the past, because you can't change the bastard. Unless you've got a time machine, unless you're Doctor Who or Doctor What, you can't do anything about it. So you just learn from your mistakes, you move on and go from there, really. I think that's the only way you can do it. It's also a case of finding new things to do or improving on the things you already have got under your belt. I mean, this is the whole thing with the streaming thing. I've put a lot of time into doing it. I don't expect to make money from it. I don't expect to have high figures, high viewers, high supporters, subscribers, whatever. But you kind of do what you do because why not? Do something, you know? I've got to get the drone out at some point. It's something out. It's getting fresh air, a little bit of the countryside, a little bit of peace, quiet. And you'll find times where you're just sort of like, your brain will kick into a gear where you think that everything's... I mean, I don't know what it is. I've had a few times where I've looked out and gone, it seems like a dreamscape. It's like the Matrix or something. Because you see people walking past and it's like, is that real? I don't know. But on the whole, the people that watch my videos, I don't think they think they're good enough, but you are. I'm never normally wrong with this sort of thing. Never normally wrong, which means I could be wrong. I'm not wrong with this sort of thing because I know the people who watch these videos and I know what their mindset is like. They'll turn around. They'll be the first ones to to sacrifice themselves for the greater good, which is good. But sometimes you have to turn around and let the greater good take the shit, because otherwise the greater good never learns. If that makes sense. So basically, my thing is keep doing what you're doing. If you ever think that you're not doing it properly, have a think about it for 5 or 10 minutes. Realise how difficult the place you're at or life in general would be without you in it. And realise that you're far more important than you realise. Far more important than you realise. And that goes to, I think, everyone who watches these videos. Yeah, everyone. Because you've got that mindset where you can turn things around, be who you want to be, do what you need to do, and generally just be fucking fantastic. So that's my one for today. It's the mindset thing. It's the mindset thing, and it's the... How the fuck does this thing... There you go. So I'm going to go now because it's too bloody hot. I'm going to upload this. I'm not going to edit it because I'm a lazy bastard. But take care of yourselves, and I will, like I say, possibly stream tomorrow. So if you're about late morning, come and have a watch. I have no idea what I'm streaming yet. Something hopefully quite... I'm not sure I'm doing Voyager again because it's so... the weather is too hot for doing all those voices. I know that sounds like a bit of a pussy thing, but... oh, God, I'm sweating just standing here doing this. So I'll try and find something equally as relaxing to watch and go from there. So anyway, I shall catch you later. Take care. Bye.